Hello everyone, in this video we will going to see the advanced part of routing. I would please suggest you guys to please watch my previous video which was on the basic part of routing. There I have considered the first part of routing and this will be some of the advanced features which I'll going to explain. So the prerequisite of this video is watching the previous video which is very short and you will get a basic idea about the routing structure of Laravel. Now in this video we will going to see the concept of middleware. Middleware is something which will going to act as a filtration unit between your HTTP request and your HTTP response. So I want to restrict something based on some logic or some function or some condition. I will use middleware in that response. Okay, now middleware is very much efficient for authorization and authentication purpose, as it will going to make your application very secure. It cannot be breached. Okay, now as you can see in this slide I have provided the steps of writing, creating and registering the middleware. So this is the flow chart of creating and every part of the middleware. Okay, so let's get started with it. Before that I would like to show the basic syntax of how middleware is being written. Okay, as you can see, and if you have seen my previous video, this is our basic HTTP get request route. Okay, see, you can see route get my URL, my function, and I'm returning just simple text called dashboard. Now here I have applied a middleware called auth. Okay, this is auth is the inbuilt middleware of Laravel. Okay, so this is how middleware is been added. Just like the same way we have added naming parameter to a route, similarly middleware can be added, and middleware can also be added in a group. That is a group, multiple routes. In this way you can see middleware, your middleware name. You can add multiple middleware using comma. Okay, I'll zoom. So as you can see, auth is one middleware, this one is the other middleware, that is again a spatty of for the permission and rule. This is other middleware. So in this way you can add multiple middleware to a single route. Okay, now let's get started with the code. Now this is our code. Okay, if you guys remember, this is our route folder. Here we have created multiple routes. I have cut short all the unwanted route. Here just we just have one route, that is home route, one for the parameter part, again a parameter route, and a group route for I'll explain why this group route is there. Now I want to explain this middleware with an example where an user, if the user is less than 18 years of age, he or she will not be able to access this admin's page. Okay, so as you can see right now, if I am hitting the admin page, I am able to access this page. Okay, there is no nothing, no middleware, no nothing. But I'll create a duplicate of it. User slash 14. Okay, so if user is 14 years of old, he is able to access this site. But I want, if the user is less than 18, redirect them to which page? Home page, right? So this is my home page. Come here, just write home page. Well, welcome to home page, right? Welcome to home page. User ID and this. We'll make it to user age. Okay, done. Perfect. Now I want a user, if the user is less than 18, please redirect them to this page. Don't allow them to this page. Okay, admin page. Now how middleware has been created? See the process. There is a command to create a middleware. Okay, copy it for your sake. Come to the terminal. Just write a command: php artisan make middleware, your middleware file name age check. This is just a random name I am taking. You can take whatever name you want. Just hit enter and your middleware file will get created. Now the location of the file will be inside your app folder, HTTP folder. As I have already explained the folder structure of Laravel. If you are having any doubt, you can please visit that video. It is very simple and thorough concept. Now in the middleware folder, you can see I have created this file called hcheck.php. Now again, it is a middleware framework of for PHP. It will going to have some of the predefined function, pre requirements as well. So request is something which will going to allow a coder or developer to request anything which has been sent. So I can request anything, any parameter, any data coming in the HTTP request. Okay, HTTP method. So I want middleware for this route. Okay, so I'll take this route. This route is written here. So it is passing something called as id is coming in the function and I can access. So I'll write a function in such a way that if condition and else condition. I'll explain the if and else condition later on as well. Just look into this simple concept where I'm just providing a condition. If my request arrow function id. Now what is this arrow function? Why arrow? So if I am using arrow after any kind of request, this will allow me to access whatever very much specific coming in the request. So if there are multiple things in the request in the form of an array, if I also have name, address, email, phone number, whatever it is, so I can access those specific things by using an arrow. So if I want to get a name, I can write name, but in this state we don't have any name, we just have id, right? So I am writing id. If id is less than 18, then what you do is return redirect. Now I'll explain everything, don't worry. Route home safe. Copy this again, paste it in the else condition. If this condition is getting true, he will be or she will be redirected to home. But if it is getting passed, which means we have to redirect to admin dashboard, right? Admin dot home. Now if you guys remember, in the previous video I have explained something called as route home. I mean route name, that is the naming parameter. So I have given the name and I'm just using it using route. Okay, now redirecting something in Laravel which will going to redirect that particular request to somewhere else. So wherever I want to redirect, I can just redirect to that particular route using this thing. So in this case, the function will going to work and my code will run. But if you are thinking like that, it won't be able to run as I haven't registered. As you can see, the second process is add it into the kernel.php. So copy this thing, go to your kernel.php, write in your HTTP folder kernel.php, and in this you will find something called as middleware aliases, that is also known as name of your middleware. So you just need to register it here by writing your name, arrow function again, and the path where your middleware is there. So http middleware slash, what was the name? This was the name. Okay, and what I want from that middleware file is the class. So pass the class comma safe. Always write comma as after any sort of this kind of associative array, as we want multiple things to happen. So never use end statement, it will going to show you an error. So comma, save it. Now two things are checked. See, we have created a file, this logic has been done, we have registered it. Now one thing is remaining, that is add that middleware name to your route. So what we will going to do, what we have written here is a check. That is my middleware name. I'll take it, I'll come to my route, I'll simply write middleware, and in this I'll write something called as my name, this name. So according to this flowchart, our complete middleware will going to work. Now let's check in front end. Okay, now I'm not currently the ID is 14, right? I'll just come here and refresh this page whether I'm able to access this or not. So I'll refresh. As you can see, I'm having some error. Let's see what was the error. Okay, my server is not running. Okay, let's start. Hit enter. Welcome to home page. Now let's come here and write user slash 15. Hit enter. See, Welcome to home page. You are being redirected to the home page. But if I'll write something called as user slash 21, hit enter, you will be redirected to the admin page. Again, you can check it using, if for example, if I'm on the home page, I'm on user page and I'm providing the age of 19, hit enter, see, it is redirecting me to the admin page. Now, if I want to restrict the admin page as well, I can create a different middleware file where I can write other logic where the request ID should be there in this session. Now we can add a different thing called a session. We're going to see all this in the upcoming videos. And so I hope you guys have gotten basic idea about how we can restrict the response and the request using a middleware. Okay. Let me check if I'm not forgetting something. This is the basic structure. Yeah, this is how we can add multiple middleware in your particular route. Now there is something called as a concept of throttle. Throttle is the rate limiting of your particular route. So we can also use the middleware throttle as well. I like in this particular route I'll add a throttle. Uh, like only I just want user to hit the particular route for 3 times. So I'll write here comma throttle. I want 3 times in a minute. I'll save it. Come to the front end. Just take your route user slash 19, hit enter. Okay, one time user slash 15 slash enter, two time user slash 18, hit enter, three time user slash. As you can see, I am getting an error called as too many requests. So after 3 times your application will show this error. Many a time we have seen that user does not user are not allowed to hit so many requests. So this is how you can do it. Okay, so that was the trivia point. I hope you like this video. If you have liked this video, please subscribe to my channel, as I'm trying very hard to make content in a very simpler manner. You try to make you guys understand about Laravel. So please subscribe to my channel, like this video. Meanwhile, I'll make sure that you are getting all this content in the description as well. Okay, catch up onto the next video. Thank you.